What's up, everybody? It is Announcement Thursday.
It is.
It is. It's. I can't believe another week has just gone by.
It's hard to believe.
We are beyond halfway through the year.
That's true.
That is crazy, isn't
That's
it?
true. And you only have one more holiday until summer ends.
What's that one?
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Oh gosh,
Isn't that crazy?
it is crazy.
The year being half over and summer's almost gone.
One of my favorite worship leaders, his name's Matt Gilman. Look him up. It was January. Lord, that's how long the week's been. July 1st, and he's like, "Let me be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas." And I thought, too soon.
Christmas is on the way.
We are closer to Christmas than January the 1st of last year, of this year, whatever that, of 23. Isn't that crazy?
We're waxing poetic with joy.
Yes. So Chris is going to be popping in and hanging out with us on Thursday, so you'll get to know a little bit about Chris. Well, let's ask Chris. So, what do you do, like, for a living?
What do I do? I work for LM Communications, which
Okay.
is a radio group. We own Rock 105, The Mix. I program a sports station and a talk station.
So, if you recognize his voice, that is probably why.
Possibly. But
Possibly.
I'm no longer on the air.
Are you not?
No.
Well, I don't think I realized that. You used to be with like Praise 101.
Right. I've been in radio for 30 years.
We won't tell people.
Right.
He's been in radio for a
bit.
while.
Praise 101 was purchased by LM Communications back
Okay.
in early 2000. And then we moved to St. Albans as a part of the LM Communications group and been there since, it's been 22 years just with that company.
Because you leave our office parking lot, turn left on the terrace,
Right?
and drive to the end of the terrace.
Yep.
And there's where Chris works.
Opposite end of the terrace.
Yep.
For sure.
So he's just going to be swinging by and helping us out with announcements. So you'll get to know Chris. He and his wife Stacy are fantastic. Great addition. Your puzzle piece fits. If they don't know what that is, that's...
Does. That was, if you haven't watched last night's sermon, go back and watch it because then you'll understand
the puzzle, right?
what Joey means.
Yeah. I did a little shameless plug for my own message,
That's
which I
fine.
don't
There's
typically
nothing
ever
wrong with
do.
that.
But hey,
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
know. So we got some announcements. So last night kicked off ice cream sales.
Yes. it
And that is continuing on Wednesdays and Sundays after the service. It's a
I
great
just
time.
know you've got to bring more money.
It's a great time. Listen, I'm trying.
Landon himself.
Yeah, Landon, we got him. There's some chocolate. There's some fruity stuff. There's some soury stuff. So Landon got this cherry icy tubey thing. He had eaten that. Chris and I were sitting there having fellowship. Landon walks over and he had finished it. I asked him to throw it away. And then he looks over and he's like, "I'm going to need another." This is like 9 o'clock last night.
He's
He's
a
like,
very proper.
he
what,
did. He's like,
5-year-old?
"Dad, I'm going to need another." And I'm like, "Dude, you just had one." And he went, Landon's got this thing where he gets tense. And he said, "Oh."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Son." So a few minutes later, Bethany walks over and is like, "I need some money. I'm going to get me and Landon something." I'm like, "Yo, Landon already got something." And she's like, "He's the baby.
Yeah.
And that boy needs something creamy."
In that moment, you lost.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You absolutely lost.
But all of the funds that are raised go to the 5th grade trip. This year, Bethany's taking them to Kings Island.
It's going to be fun.
It is.
We got some
Chris
Kings
is
Island fans in
Chris
here.
is a huge Kings Island fan, along with Corey.
Right.
They are season pass holders.
Absolutely.
So,
Except, Corey goes platinum.
yeah, Corey and Caleb, they upped the ante this year.
They get all the parts.
Yeah, they
But I
upped it all.
went prestige.
Yeah.
So I get access to the VIP area.
Ooh, look at y'all.
Look at me. And
But-
preferred parking, which is amazing.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and to help offset the cost, because Bethany has like 12 or 13 going. And please, you have to be a part of kids ministry, so don't be like, "Hey, I got a
can I
5th
go?"
grade cousin that wants to
right.
come and whatnot." But this is to help raise money to make sure that is a successful trip. It's going to be a great time. She's already reached out to the 5th graders that are a part of our ministry and got things. So it's just to help offset that cost. But that is the entire month of July, Wednesdays and Sundays. everything is $2. Even if you scan your card, we're not going to charge the convenience fee. So if you're like, man, I didn't bring cash, that's okay.
And it's ice cream that you're going to enjoy.
Right.
Right.
It's
Fudge
great.
bars,
And there's
ice cream sandwiches.
And there's seating in the lobby. Man, I enjoyed the fellowship as much as I did the ice cream.
Yep.
So
It's good to hang out.
make sure to do that and support our kids ministry.
Yeah.
With kids, separate from kids ministry, there's kids camp. If you don't know anything about that, our kids, we're doing a day camp this year. We started small and kept it in-house, but it's been successful. It is to help parents with childcare through the summer because school's not in session. But Dana has done a great job. She's the oversight of it. The last 2 weeks, we took this week off, but the first 2 weeks of camp were sports. This week, though, is survival skills. Not really.
Not really. But we know
But
with JR, he's going to be like marching them. They'll be in step.
Right.
They'll be in line, and he'll be like, "This is the whooping crane."
Right. I'm expecting to see kids make fire from, hashing and flint.
Yeah.
I want to see them. I expect them, if they go on a season of Survivor, to win the fire making challenge.
Well, and they can always, in their interview, they can always credit JR.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Survivalist JR has helped me learn to do that. But
Right.
It's going to be a great time. Actually, he's contacted the DNR and tried to get them to come in and help out. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, it'd be a great
There won't
time.
be no snake handling.
No. That almost happened last night, though. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, did you not? No, yesterday we had a lady who was sitting out behind the church and charging her phone and had a ball python wrapped around her neck. I'm not kidding. Aaron's like, bro, man, she got a python around her neck. Okay. So Joni went out and was like, we got some people scared of snakes, including me. So
Good job.
you may have to not be on campus. We told her, like any other time, feel free to charge your phone, but like right now, probably not the greatest.
Yeah, probably not.
But I don't know what Jay's got planned. I think he was trying to find some people who had animals to bring, whatnot. So check that out. That's Tuesday through Friday, not on Mondays. And then you can sign up through the app if you have kids that do it. It's a great time. My kids came to the first two and enjoyed it. So moving on to the seniors of Maranatha.
Well, thank you.
Yes, the veterans. Let's call them that. The veterans, seasoned veterans.
Season.
I heard
seasons.
yeah, I heard Israel Houghton years ago on a CD I bought. Do they even make CDs anymore? Everything's now digital for the most part.
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
But on a CD I purchased years ago, he's like, for all you seasoned veterans, I thought that is a classy way
It's classic.
of addressing that. But we do a Silver Stars 50 and up. And that is...
I qualify.
It is 2 weeks from today, so mark your calendars. If you've never gone, I recommend it, man. Good fellowship, good food. But Corey, who is our media guy, is also a grill master. You're a grill master too, right? You like grilling.
I'm not quite as good as Corey, but I
Do
try my
you
hand.
smoke? Or do you?
I smoke. Have a Blackstone. Have a grill,
Oh, look
charcoal
at you.
grill. I do.
I have yet to be invited to anything Chris has done yet, so maybe one
I've
day I'll
always
get
wondered
invited.
if he liked hanging out with me. I don't know.
So, Corey will be smoking pork and
How do you get in that paper? I'm kidding.
right. Look at you with the joke. So Corey will be taking care of that, and that's 2 weeks from today. But also, the Silver Stars this fall are going on a train ride.
That is.
And not just any train ride. They're doing like a dinner train. There's a show of some sort to see.
Dinner theater, right?
Yeah, dinner theater. Thank you. That's what I couldn't remember the name of it. Doing a dinner theater. The train ride. It's out of Elkins, I believe. And you can sign up for that through the app. If you're one of those people who struggle to do online registration, Pastor Lane will actually be at Silver Stars 2 weeks from tonight to help people get registered and pay the deposit and all that stuff. So we'll help you do that. But
I believe that's on September the 15th.
I think you are correct. Let me see.
Because that is my anniversary.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Look at you. That's a date you will never forget.
It's funny, though. I remember that. My wife does not. But don't tell her I told you.
Right. I think you're right. The 15th does sound right.
Yeah. I get the thumbs up from Corey.
Okay.
He says yes. That is true.
Corey's our man behind the camera doing his thing. So yeah, Silver Stars 2 weeks from today.
I'm there.
I'm not. I'm on vacation actually.
Oh, so okay. Well, that's great.
More food.
That
for
answered
you.
our question.
Yeah.
More food for us.
I'm on vacation. I get a little break. And then this is a fun one. This event that Alyssa saw on some sort of social media is Bring Your Own Pool Youth Party.
Bring your own pool.
Yeah, BYOP.
Okay.
And what you do is you legit bring your own pool, whether that's a kiddie pool, whether that's an inflatable pool, and you set it up, or we'll set them up in the church parking lot so that the youth can have a pool party, and we'll have the water hose to fill it, and then they get in and can spend the evening with each other in Bring Your Own Pool. I mean, I think it's dumb and hilarious at the same time, and I wish I was young and skinny and could be a part of it.
What would be funny is if one of these kids bring one of those pools that are like 3 feet deep that you just put the water in and
Right,
it
and
expands
it cones
on
up.
itself. Yeah,
It comes up and be like, all right, I'm going to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. We may have just given someone
An idea.
But yeah, that is on July the 28th. That is from 6 to 8. And that is for our youth, which is grades 6 through 12. So yeah, that is it.
And the app you're talking about is the Church
Oh,
Center app.
look at you and the plug on the
Yeah,
app.
there we go.
That is correct.
If you have not downloaded it, do as the thing says.
That's right.
And download
I just
today.
wrote, Church Center app. You are going to locate Maranatha, and then follow the instructions, and it'll keep you up to date with the messenger, church information, church calendar, all of the stuff, the need to know stuff. You know, we do our best to keep it up to date, but you're going to want to get that. You can also check in.
Okay.
That one for adults just to check in. But I know a lot of parents who check their kids in, and then when they walk in, they just scan the little QR code with the tablet, and boom, there it is. They don't have to go
We want
through
you
the
to
process.
check in so that if you don't show up, for a couple of weeks, we send somebody to look for you.
We just say, hey,
Not really.
we miss you. Or just to know, hey, like, is everything okay? I don't want to bug you. Just, if something's going on,
Sure.
can I pray for you? You need anything? Just trying to be a
So that's an encouragement. If you're a regular attender of Maranatha, make sure when you come, check in. I've been doing it recently, but I'm going to get back to it so I don't get a call from Joey going, hey, where you been?
I don't think that one's. I don't think that role is on my to-do list.
Okay.
But it may be. It may be one of those other duties as assigned that every ministry leader or
Right,
any
right.
person on our staff has. It's like, hey, here's your job title. This is what it does. But at the bottom it says, and any other duties assigned.
Right, exactly.
So that's why I'm in shorts today, because we set today aside to clean up from the Freedom Celebration.
Which we hope everybody enjoyed.
Yeah. And the water kind of did a number on our fireworks, but if they came for any of it, they left, I hope, having a great time.
Yes, absolutely.
We found it successful. Are there things maybe we could figure out how to do a little better? Absolutely. We talked about that this morning, but we don't have to recreate the process.
Right.
Like, we have a good framework, a good system. It's just, hey, this may have been a little weak. We can try to figure out how to tighten this up. But overall, we kind of looked at it and we were like, man, even when the rain hit, we just had a good time.
Yeah. We had a good time running from it.
Well, so funny story is I taught my kids years ago. Before Landon came along, we had taken the kids to Myrtle Beach, and I've not been to Myrtle Beach in years, even since then. But there's a place called Broadway at the beach now, so I don't ever go down to the Strip. If I did it, I'm there. And it started to rain, and I run for an awning because I don't want to get wet.
Right.
And it hit me. I'm sitting there crouched, and I was heading back to my car, like we're done for the night. And so my memory was, why am I here? Why am I under this awning, huddled, when I have zero people to impress, nothing to do? I'm going home to change and put on pajamas and go to bed anyway. I could make memories dancing in the rain with my kids, and that seems dumb, but there was this moment where I'm like, I should just be out going nuts in the rain.
Yeah.
So I got there and I looked at my kids. I said, we're going to learn to dance in the rain. So Monday night when it hit, I looked at, now, Kinsey and Charlie, especially Kinsey, if Dad dances in public, she's like, I've waited 39 years to be able to embarrass my kids, and I'm living it up. Landon, on the other hand, he just joins in.
Yeah, right.
So one of my favorite moments was in the chaos of it all, Landon and I standing there. Aaron still had, I don't know, Born in the USA, which you told me isn't necessarily the most patriotic song.
Correct.
Okay. But it says Born in the USA, so we play it like a patriotic song. But I think it was on, and me and Landon...
don't even realize.
Yeah. Chris came up and said, this is kind of not, but okay. But I had this dance party with Landon, just in the middle of a rainstorm, because what else did I have to do?
Right.
And he may not remember that, but 50 years from now, if I'm still kicking, I'll have that memory with my kid.
And he may.
He might. He might.
He may, for sure.
But if you were a part of that, thank you. Thanks for all your help pulling it off. If you attended, thanks for being here. We hope you had a great time. And mark your calendars, because July 3rd, 2024 at 6:30, by God's grace and weather permitting, we'll do it all again.
There's some Joey dancing.
That is.
Is that Joey dancing?
Is that it? That is it right there.
That's it.
That's a look at the jam. I'm getting it. Look at that. Look at that.
And so I must say, if you enjoy that Sunday morning at 10 a.m., you might be able to see that behind the keyboard.
You may. And sometimes I even come out from behind the keyboard.
Now you think you've been exposed? There it is.
Sometimes I even come out from behind the keyboard. And Seth, one of our bass players, he looked at me one time and he said, bro, sometimes I look over to see where you're going. And I look over to the keyboard and I'm like, where's he at? He's like, you just disappeared. And next thing I know, you're like down the steps, ministering there. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But I'm excited. Our set for Sunday morning, there's kind of a running joke. Evan one time was supposed to speak, and he said, hey, man, make worship good, but not too good, because I don't want you to interrupt my message. But I'm excited about the set list. We introduced a new song last week, I Shall Not Want. We're going to redo it this Sunday. Good Lord, I Got the Good Lord. Nice. And then Holy Forever, which is like maybe one of my favorite worship songs ever.
It's really good.
Just really gets to really the heart of what worship is. And then Pastor's got a word.
Maybe.
You
just never know around here.
So.
It could end up just going all day.
Yep.
But if you want somewhere to come, or if you don't have anywhere to go,
10 o'clock.
This is where you need to be.
This is it.
We have fun. We enjoy each other and enjoy the presence of the Lord.
Absolutely.
That's the most important. So if you haven't been coming, make your way to 2910 Canal Terrace.
Yep.
10 a.m.
And if you can't be there, watch online.
Right.
But Absolutely. We hope to have you a part of our services at some point. And we love you. We will see you, Lord willing, Sunday morning. Have a great week. Bye.